All right. Welcome back to ESQ-Astro Sauce. Let's get into today's daily read. Again, we do a traditional Egyptian tarot pyramid build up, and then we clarify with the gods of Egypt using the Egyptian tarot to get the reading going. Y'all see that? So, yeah. But yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood today. Got a lot going on this week. So pretty sure everybody does, especially our fire signs. Pretty busy in the charts this week as we got some great illuminations coming up over the next few days. So you guys be prepared to have a great weekend and see how things shift for the better. Okay. Today's reading is definitely, I feel, going to be that tell all before we get right here to the weekend tomorrow. Friday's definitely going to be a busy day for me, so hopefully everybody can travel and succeed in harmony. We are getting into the Mercury retrograde season, so I'm just giving y'all that extra, cautionary of being careful tomorrow on Friday. It's going to be a nice day too, weather-wise. So, all right. Mind, body, and soul. First card coming out is the Judgment in reverse. Okay. So I'm going to build up. I don't really know what that's about just yet. Next card, the Sun in reverse. Okay, yeah. Next card, the High Priestess upright. Okay. Next card, the Lover's card. And then next deck, Star in reverse. Hangman in reverse. The Tower. Death. Upright. With the Tower upright as well. The Moon. So secrets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looking like a doozy today. Yeah, and the Wheel of Fortune reverse to the top off the pyramid. All right, so bottom of the deck, what we don't see coming is the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so I believe this was the same card that came out yesterday to clarify the reading. And yeah, it looks like pretty heavy. I mean, again, we talked about a lot of that darkness that somebody's in, and it looks like that's coming to the point of a reversal of a judgment or another judgment in a situation where there's had to be, I would say, a recalibration or a rethinking of certain things. The High Priestess definitely shows that there is, just like yesterday, she came out in the upright. Somebody denying that higher counsel in this darkness. You know what I mean? And the main thing is that the Sun in reverse coming out right after judgment. That's somebody not getting a good judgment. Again, especially denying that higher counsel. It just may be something you're in the dark about that that you or another person is not getting. And definitely need to seek that higher counsel of the divine feminine based upon the Sun in reverse and the High Priestess coming out and then the Lover's card coming out. It's just like a choice has to be made, and the longer you don't make the choice, a choice will be made, which again is going to reverse that star, which may take away an opportunity, may put you in a difficult position of choice, may put you in a place to where you need to reserve that energy, especially with the Hangman coming out in reverse right after the star in reverse, and then the Tower. So this could be something that be unforeseen, and it sparks something, because after the Tower we got death. So this is definitely bringing something to an end. With every death is a rebirth, which can be the Moon card coming out in the upright as opposed to the Sun in reverse here. So things are in a dark light, but again, may be exposed. The Wheel of Fortune at the top in reverse, and then the Hermit to clarify the full reading in reverse. It's just like, I don't know. It's one of those things where this is a heavy judgment. being made. And again, it could be based upon what people aren't aware of. It could be something that's in the dark, that is coming to light, and if you seek higher counsel, I think it'll make the choice clearer to avoid this. Or maybe this is where you need to turn things around, combine that hangman and that star energy again to kind of stay reserved, but again in the reverse, get out and stay where you need to be, because this tower is I mean, it's unavoidable. Especially with the death card right after it. It's just like one, two, three, and those three cards are the ones that come out in the upright after the two first reversals. So, in succession, I would say that's a good thing. But again, it could leave somebody in the dark or leave somebody blindsided, where again some secrets are revealed, some things are found out that you just didn't know about. And again, had you sought higher counsel, it would have been better, to do it before now, because now the change that I saw coming in the other readings is actually being forced in a way to where again the wheel of fortune is reversed. And if this is where you're starting at, and this is just saying like a deficit, this is definitely to say the high priestess is coming in to again ignite something that's going to cause a tower, which a death and a rebirth is automatic when we have that tower. So that's a rebuilding. And again, based upon the moon being that duality, then we definitely can see it may be a healing or a patching up of a relationship, something at work is judged, and it's not in your favor, but again, no harm, no foul. Maybe you don't get fired, but you maybe decide to quit based upon the judgment. That's kind of what I see here as well as in a relationship. Because once the lovers pop up and the tower pop up, both in the upright, you're definitely dealing with some type of relationship dynamic, whether it's family, friends, work. But definitely seeing work here, especially with that Wheel of Fortune coming out at the top in reverse, just like the Judgment card. So just a change of fate when it comes to what's coming in, what's going out. And if we're at the point to where we're at the bottom here coming in the reverse, where we got more going out than coming in, at the top we could be soon having the opposite of that, where we got more coming in than we got going out, and things start to balance out. But this tower is definitely what's going to cause that. So again, towers always happen just because some things need to be broke down to be built back up. And again, we have to build the foundation strong enough to where again we don't continue to have to always be knocked down to the ground level. It's one thing to have a strong foundation and get knocked back down to level 2, level 3, and have to build back up. But if you don't have a strong foundation, then you'll keep having to start from the ground up. And that's where, again, we have to be aware of how the tower hits our situations individually. Because every tower isn't a time to just, and throw it all away. Sometimes, again, with the death card coming out, it's time to put certain things to rest and have a rebirth, bring things to light that were in the darkness. You know what I mean? Or again, find out things that are in the darkness to help you make better decisions when it comes to your wheel of fortune, your abundance. And again, that's not just financially. The greatest resource I always say is people, because people are the number one resource. That's why every company has a human resources. Because again, we are the resource. We are the energy that goes into these batteries and these corpses, these dead corpses, these corporations that are basically living off our energy. So and when you look at certain situations, that's how it may be. Certain things live off certain energy, and when there becomes a complacent place to where again you may be striving for that happiness, being the hangman, but in reverse it could be like, yeah, but you just feel like it's not getting closer and closer. You feel like maybe it's getting further and further. Okay, or you may be feeling like you're being usurped and again put in a particular situation where the energy is just being pulled okay, and there's no reciprocation, okay, or the reciprocation that there is kind of is minimal, which again can uh, turn into other readers will say like a breadcrumbing. So again, if we put our ingredients together, we can make a loaf and have you know plenty of bread. But if you want to make yours and then I make mine, and you happen to see I have more, now you want a breadcrumb, or you want, or you think I do. You know what I mean? That could be the type of situation here too, especially if it's in a work situation. I would say, because the main thing in work, you deal with people who may make the same as you. They may make more, they may make less. It just depends on how seasoned you are when it comes to the company. So again, people watch lifestyles in this American social order that we live in. So this could be a situation of that as well. Okay, but I do see, like, if it is a situation, the boss is definitely a female, and she may be in that position to give justice, but again, company policies and procedures may keep her in a particular place where, again, she has to make that right judgment. So I think the reading's pretty straightforward, kind of a mixed upright and reversal reading at this point. Um, Definitely saying a lot. Like I say, when it comes to something ending, okay, this is definitely the end point of something, or it's the point of exposure for something that can no longer be hidden. Okay, but it'll definitely reverse your fortune. What you don't see coming is the Hermit in reverse, which is, I guess, really getting back out there. I'm surprised the Fool card didn't come out. We'll see what come out with the gods to clarify. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward read, and I think I'm gonna start doing it like that from now on, just building it right up. After the shuffle, I kind of felt that was a little bit better to give me a clearer picture going in. As I'm looking now, I see more things. Because I believe that star power hangman reverse, definitely gonna cause some type of tower. Might not take you back down to ground zero. But yeah, something is divinely being guided though, and in some essence, you know, is being judged by the ancestors. I can see it here in the first row. That judgment, that sun card in reverse, and then the high priestess. Yeah, and so, but yeah, the you know things definitely have to change, and I just see like a bunch of change in the last, I would say 3 or 4 readings. That's either upon you or definitely coming, and I think a lot of it's gonna have to do with some type of finances, whether it's a job change or um, again, you not getting the promotion but maybe staying and being given another position, maybe. I don't know. So again, what you can't see coming is the Hermit in reverse. So just know that a new path is being laid out. Do one more quick shuffle of the cards, and then we'll see what the gods have to say. These cards are tight. Cards are tight. Maybe something wants to come out. All right, and coming off the top is, yep, Hermitage in reverse. Okay. So it's the same card as the Hermit. So the clarifier from the gods is the same clarifier from the bottom of the deck. But again, that's what we can't see coming. So yeah, we can't see the trajectory of what's actually happening in this turnaround that I see going on, this change. And when you can't see the trajectory, it's like you don't know how to measure. But sometimes we have to go without knowing. Okay. Because again, if we try to wait to go until we know everything, as my I would say, is what's the point of going if you already know. You know what I mean? So it's definitely the mystery, I believe, of life and the things that we involve ourselves in. That's the thing that drives us. But again, the execution is where we meet, our triumphs and uh, our just due, as we would say. Okay. So yeah, I think the reading's pretty much clarified with that. Bottom of the deck here, what you can't see coming is Geb in reverse, prosperity in reverse. So yeah, and that goes right along with the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, somebody's fortune is changing. Next card from under there is the Genesis card in the upright. So just so y'all see, Genesis card in the upright. Yep. So like I say, it's about what it's been about all week when it comes to the Hangman card coming out in every reading. Mostly in the upright. This is the first one I've seen it come out in the reverse this week. So this may be that again that point of that turn, and it may just happen today between today and tomorrow. Is how I tell people to resonate with the readings. But whenever you find the reading, depending on what's going on in your life, it may apply then. Whether it's a week, a month, a year down the line. I'm just gonna keep recording my videos and date stamping them just for my particular register, because I like to, again, have these registers because I never know what the future holds. We none of us do. So I'm basically making a stamp in time where these are serving as particular, uh, I would say, diary entries in a way. So again, I don't keep a diary, so I've been doing this daily now for. Um, wow, I'm on episode 44 today. So yeah, so uh, that's a little bit over a month and a half. So I think I started April 25th, and today is June the 18th. So in another week, I'll be 2 months in. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna wrap the reading up there. I'm glad you guys tuned in. If you get something from the reading, comment, let me know how it's resonating. Like the video, share it. If it's not resonating, still share it. It may resonate with somebody else. And then the main thing is, I need you guys to subscribe. The subscribership is what they're pushing for us content creators here on YouTube, and I just need to get my subscribers up so I can start going live and doing some other content for you guys. So just keep that in mind when you're watching the video. Hit that subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. I don't need you to subscribe to all my videos, but just subscribe and like the video, share it, let people know about ESQ-Astro because we are here giving you that sauce. All right, y'all have a good day. Enjoy yourselves. Peace.